Good evening, and welcome again to the 2012 Fad. I will be your host for this evening, and my name is Charlie Bluehawk. Last night we talked about a test of character and how obsessing over people who have wronged you, who have hurt you, can actually make you become them. I've seen this for myself so many times, and how so many people act out of hatred for someone who's not even there anymore. And they'll actually hurt the innocent people who love them, who are there, and drive all of them away. All for the hate of a father, a mother, a lost love, a childhood friend. I know how strong the pull of hate of evil is. When I was 15 years old, I tried it for about a week. And I decided that since all the people in my life were cruel, nasty, vicious, and sadistic, that I would be too. I was so tired of being alone in a room filled with people. And so, for a week, I was evil. I didn't like it. And what is more, I was more evil, more foul, more cruel than those around me. I was actually better at being evil than the evil people were. And I actually scared them to death. As we talked about before, all these evil creatures, our masters, the mandarins and their servants, and their slaves, they're all cowards. All bullies are cowards. And all you have to do is stand up to them and say no. And they really will run screaming into the night, wetting themselves in fear. A gun helps, by the way. Tonight I thought we would chat about this is not a test. And what I mean by that is that what we are doing here, you and I, we're trying to figure out how our world works, trying to figure out what is really going on all around us. I mentioned the other day, one person emailed me to say that one of my episodes sounded like The Twilight Zone. And I absolutely agree. But why? Why are my experiences, and I hope that I am not the only one having these experiences, why are they all seem to be Twilight episodes, or Twilight Zone episodes? Personally, I would really like to know. I mean, are we in a computer program? Are we inside of a living educational tool where we are all living one entire lifetime in a single afternoon? Are we actually all students at university, all 19 years old, and are we part of a project to expand the horizons of what it is to learn? Or are we in the real world and someone is using us as lab rats? Is it possible that the repeating people, I don't know a better term for it, that I have now encountered on two different continents, once in Wellington and New Zealand and once here in Europe, is it possible that these repeating people are actually three-dimensional projections, something similar to Project Bluebeam? And that someone is projecting these 3D images for me to encounter, and then to encounter again 5 minutes later. It does sound like a lab rat in a maze test to me. What will the lab rat do? Will the lab rat go screaming into the night? Will the lab rat notice? Will the lab rat react? Will the lab rat pretend it didn't happen? I just do not know. I do remember as a small child the evil people, and I grew up with pretty much nothing but evil people. When I saw something evil being done, something they were doing, they would always tell me, "You didn't see that. That never happened." And I, in complete ignorance, would respond, "Well, yes, I did see that. Yes, that really did happen." And thus, why most of my bones were broken. I'm a really slow learner. I must be, because by the age of 5, they had broken most of the bones in my body, and to this day my nose is still broken. For me, and I am certain for you too, this is not a test. This is our lives. We're here now, and we need things to make our lives worth living. We need money. We need each other. We need a place to live. We need people to love. We need to be loved in return. A dog would be nice. We need a reason to be alive, because just living is not enough. That is why, again, the village, a reason to live, a purpose in this life, to learn who we really are. Are we contestants in a computer game show? Or are we real live human beings? I would like to know. I'd like to see the world wiped clean of our masters, wiped clean and refreshed. I'd like to see a world, a place without poisons, without toxins, where we can all get together and make lots of happy, healthy babies. And so we here, of course, have a plan. I really hope you have a plan too, because I'd really like to meet you on the other side, shake your hand, and just have a nice talk. Maybe have a cup of coffee. For all of us here at the 2012fad.com, this is Charlie Bluehawk, wishing you a really good day and reminding you, please, just keep that one good thought. The 2012 Fad is brought to you by Coffee and Blood, Love Letters Between the Dead, a series of 5 erotica horror novels about a fallen angel finding his way back to regain his own soul, and how the CIA war against the human race, their black magic, captures and traps him in the body of a mind-controlled slave designed to hunt down and to kill their god, their Satan.